Hello everyone, welcome to part 7 of my T-Script Basic series. In this lesson, I will introduce you to local variables. But before I get into that, there is something else that I need to show you. So, if you type in an apostrophe before your line of code, the text will turn green and the script will ignore that text in the line of code. Now you may be thinking, why would you want to have this useless text in your script? Well, if you have a whole bunch of complex code, then you can explain what the code means and what it does. So, how do you create a local variable? Simply go to View and click on Variables. Now I'm going to add a variable. So, you want to type in add, you want to press add, and then you want to name your variable. I'll just call it A, then press enter, then type in the value of that variable, which I'm just going to say it's 1, then press enter again. So, alright, so now let's create an if statement. So let's say that if val, which means your variable, and a, which is the variable I just created, if val a is equal to 1, then call show. This is just an example of what you can do. MSG. Then I'll just type in hello. And again, you always want to end that if. So now I set the variable to equal 1, and in this case it needs to equal 1 in order to show the message. So let's test this out. Actually, it's not working because I didn't do one more thing, which is the events. So there we go. Now this should work. There you go. It says hello. Now, let's see. Let's try. I'm gonna set this to 0 and see what this does. Nothing will happen if you nothing should happen if you set it to 0. So yeah, nothing happens because you didn't set any variable to 0. So now let's add an else if. Else if val a equals 0, then call show SG, and then I'll just say it's goodbye. Alright, so now I'm gonna test this out. Okay, I know what I did wrong. Because now I gotta set it for 0, so I'm gonna set it for 0, and let's test the level now. Because now, what did I do wrong? Scripts. Let's see. I feel like I did something wrong. Call if, then aha. That's what I did. Now it says goodbye because A equals 0, so it said goodbye. And lastly, let's do the same thing for else. So let's see, let's get rid of this and just leave it as else. So that means that any other number that the value, so that means any other number other than 1 that the value equals, the variable value equals, it will say goodbye instead of hello. So if A equals, I don't know, 300, let's do that. Test the level. It says goodbye. So no matter what number, when you do else, it doesn't matter what number you type in, as long as it's not the number you chose for the equal sign here. Alright, so I tried using inequalities for this, but for some reason they didn't work for me. Also, I still don't know the difference between local and global variables, and the manual kind of confused me about that. So I will be going over those things in separate videos once I know about it. So thanks for watching. I have a whole lot of T-script tutorials planned. So if these are helping you, consider subscribing. So yeah. Bye, guys.